Hi, today I'm going to share some of the powerful features of Datamark Live, or what we like to call your Windows desktop in a cloud. It all starts with setting up a virtual cloud server running on the fastest hardware, and your Windows and users are going to be able to log into that server either using a standard remote desktop connection or a custom web page like the one that we're showing you here. Now, this company needs for their users to run a number of different applications that interface with Microsoft Office, and they need the ability to share data between users. And so we've set them up to come in and just run the standard Windows desktop. As you can see, this is Windows Server 2019, and that it's going to be a very familiar experience to regular Windows 10 users. Have all the same sorts of features and capabilities here that they're used to. I want to show you a few nice features that we have. Often companies that are streaming remote desktop applications have challenges with things like cutting and pasting and file transfer. We've set up this great file upload capability that allows you to easily upload files from your local workstation to your remote desktop server. So I'm going to select a file here that is on my desktop currently, and just open that, and you can see that it gives me progress as that file is coming up to the cloud server, and then it pops up and it tells me when it has finished uploading that file. Now, I can find that file here in this transfer folder. This is an instance or the copy of that file that I uploaded. I'll just copy that out to my desktop here, open it up in Word, and you can see that's the document that I had uploaded. And we also have the capability of downloading files as well through this transfer folder. Your application can just copy a file directly into that transfer folder like I did here, and you can see here on the bottom that it automatically downloaded the file. If I say open that file, it opens up on my local workstation. We can also come back up here and we can choose that we want to download a file, and we see a list of the files that exist in our transfer folder. And this transfer folder is unique to each local user's session that's logged in to the remote desktop server. We also have the ability here, if we want, to go into full screen mode, and that basically takes the entire desktop over. So now we're running on the cloud server, but it looks as if we're just running locally on our local copy of Windows desktop here. But this is all out on the cloud, and you'll notice too that this is very fast. I'm just running here in my home office. I don't have a very fast internet connection, but all we're doing is streaming mouse clicks and pixels for screen refreshes back and forth, and so there's a lot of power and flexibility here. Now, I mentioned that the first customer that I was showing you needed to go to the Windows desktop. Most of our clients are streaming a single application from their cloud server. This is an example of an application that's used by bars and restaurants for keeping track of inventory. And I wanted to come in here and just give you an example of some of the reporting features and how that works in Datamark Live. We come in and select a report as if we're a regular user of the system. Come out here, and I'm going to preview that in the application on the cloud server, and then decide, okay, yeah, I like what I see. I'm going to go ahead and select to print this. The default printer in the cloud server opens down here locally in a preview in our browser. And so here's this instance of this report that I had selected that I can preview here. I can print directly to one of my local printers, and it would come up and allow me to select and change the printer if I want. Or I could just say that I want to save this as a PDF and give that a name of some sort. And then that PDF gets saved locally and downloaded, and I can open that, do whatever I want with it, open an instance in another tab if I like. And as you can see, there's a lot of power and flexibility here. You have all of the features of the application that was originally developed. And you can also, here's an example where I have the application write a file to that transfer folder that I was showing you, and so it just immediately downloads this Excel spreadsheet that was kicked out by the application. And when users close the application, then their session on the browser or on the remote desktop server closes, and they're right back to the login page in your local browser. Now over here you see an example of our admin page. This is where you, as the owner of the Datamark Live cloud server, have the ability to create new user accounts. And you can come in here and select that you're going to add a new user. You can assign that user to a company. Say you have 3 users at company A and 5 users at company B. We can actually set up Windows security on your cloud server so that the company A users can get to a directory with shared data, and the company B users have their own directory with shared data, but neither set of users can reach the other user's data. That's all accomplished with Active Directory and Windows security. And you've got a number of nice capabilities in here. You can come in and you can select that you want to edit a particular user's information to reset their password. You can see when that user last logged in, whether or not they're set up as an active user, and even get a more detailed history of that user's login activity. So you can see exactly what browser, when they connected, what sorts of activity that they had on your system. There's a lot of power and flexibility here to export your list of users, to add and edit companies, and we configure and customize all of this exactly to your needs, to the application that you're running and to the behavior of your users. We customize the Windows login page. I'm going to go ahead and log out here to get back to that initial login page that you see with a screen, an image that uniquely defines your company and your logo. And so users feel like they are on your website running your system when you have a custom Datamark Live cloud server. I hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of some of the features of Datamark Live. We look forward to working with you and hope that you'll give us a call. Thank you very much.